Okay, the ceiling fan works out pretty just like a regular light. You place it in your, excuse me, in your ceiling, reflected ceiling view, and then you can see it here in your electrical plan, and then you move it, get it adjusted center of the room pretty much, and you can see it should attach itself to your chipboard ceiling. Okay, so once you get all of your lights in place, you can go ahead and install them, and then you want to get them lined up in place. Now, if you're going to, you're probably going to have to dimension them in this plan view, because if you're doing it in your reflected ceiling plan, you don't see any of the casework involved, and you can do dimensions and set them as equal, and then lock them. Equal will work with most everything. Some of these will have to be dimensioned, of course. But you're gonna place them, you know, in the room. So we got 3 in the kitchen here, 1 over the sink, 2 in the garage, foyer chandelier here, 1 on the porch, a fan and a wall sconce in those 2, and then fans, fans, fans. Okay, so next, and we're pretty much done with the ceiling plan. Now, this part, I want you to watch before you start doing, because here's where I want to show you the difference between the BIM stuff and the 2D drafting stuff. So if we're going to do switches and outlets, so I'm going to go to device. I don't want hit pull down. I want to do device. I want to do electrical fixtures, and they're none loaded, so I'm going to say yes. And I want to go back to my library. I want to go electrical, MAP, electric power, terminals, and I'm going to choose a duplex receptacle. And I want to bring that in. Now, as you can, is that what I brought in? Yeah, because I haven't loaded any in here yet. Oh, I can change here, standard or GFI. All right. So I'm just gonna place one on that wall. Okay, I figured out what was befuddling me. These things weren't working the way that I was thinking they were going to work. The problem was I was set to coarse mode instead of fine or medium. So if I go to fine, it places a outlet or a switch or whatever it is you're loading. It actually places it in the wall. And then if I come by to apply tags to it, I have to tag them, and there's a lot of other things going on. But and this is, I just learned this. If I change modes back to medium, it dumps back over to the actual symbol. So I guess either way would work. I'll see when we progress forward here a little bit more. Okay. But the way that I've gotten the rest of the stuff set out to work. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do, according to my video, is we're gonna go back over here. We can still do it in here. We're gonna go component and load. Go to your library, go to electrical, and we're gonna go architectural, and we're gonna go electrical power, terminals, and we're going to choose an outlet duplex to start with. All right. Now these will go on a wall. The elevation here is the bottom of the outlet. I do believe. I'd have to look at that and see. But according to the plans that I'm giving you, you're going to place a bunch of them, and you just go over there and you click on your wall, and it'll place it on the wall. All right, so let's bring this down to look at it. So there it is. And let's measure that. 9 3/4 inches from the bottom. Okay, so the height was to the bottom of it, and that's fine. And you see there, it shows up there. So it's just a surface applied item. But the reason I wanted to use it is because no matter what mode you're in, the symbol shows up. So really what we're doing is we're putting in the symbol. So you're going to put those in. If we this particular one, there's no labels that you can pull in. Okay. If you go to edit the type, it's just the sizes basically. Okay, and the colors, of course. We're just going to leave them as the whites. That's fine. And so for my GFI outlets, I'm going to go back and load. There's a GFI there, so you're going to need that one. You're going to need the range. Okay. And then you are going to need a floor outlet. And you're going to need a single switch and a three-way switch. So of those, yeah, those are things you'll need to load. All right, so single switches will go on the wall next to the, next to the door, where, just go through and place them. A three-way switch would be like for here in the hallway. And you can see it puts a little number 3 on it there. Now, one thing, this project needs a four-way switch because it shows one right here. So what I did is I just took this one and I edit type, I duplicated it, four-way, and changed the label to 4. Oh, you can see it changed it right there. Okay, but a three-way switch, you can switch from 2 different locations. A four-way switch, you have to have 1 four-way switch and 2 three-way switches to go from 3 locations. So you got those. You're gonna need outlets. You're gonna need ground fault outlets in the kitchen, and the ones here above the countertop, of course, need to be at typically 4 feet or so. So let's go back to here.